With WrestleMania 41 around the corner, WWE fans are on the edge to see how one of the most anticipated WrestleManias will shape the WWE going forward. I'm your host, Jack Danetz, joined by Nate Johns, and tonight we're going to talk both nights and exciting matches in store for Mania this year. Nate, let's start with you. Let's talk about night one.
Yeah, night one's got some big matches on the cards. 3 of them in particular. You got 2 championship matches and a triple threat main event. We'll start with the women's WWE championship match with Tiffany Stratton and Charlotte Flair. This should be an interesting match. We've seen a bit of a chaotic build. You know, the promo segment that allegedly went off script. You know, the brawl in the parking lot. So this is definitely going to be intense, physical, and something that is probably going to over-deliver, despite the fact that the build, despite its, you know,
it was a little lackluster.
Yeah, the lackluster build, I think they're going to be able to overcome that. These are 2 of the best workers in the industry, so you have that to look forward to on night one. Then staying on night one, you have the World Heavyweight Championship match between main event Jey Uso and Gunther. It's not going to be the main event because Jey Uso isn't really a main event wrestler.
He's not a main eventer yet.
He's not going to be.
No, he's not.
But regardless, it's still going to be an interesting match. The 2 have great chemistry. We've seen it, especially with their match at Saturday night's main event back in good old San Antonio, Texas. And now they get to do it on the grandest stage of them all in Las Vegas, Nevada. And so looking at that match, you have 2 guys that have been working together a lot recently. So definitely expect some good chemistry out of that matchup. We've seen Jey kind of take on the more serious role, especially in his promo styles, building up to the feud, especially after the attack on Jimmy back in London a couple weeks back now. And then you got CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins in the main event in what is going to be the winner-take-Paul match for
I'm
Paul
so excited
Heyman.
for this match.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun. CM Punk getting his first WrestleMania main event, especially after he left 10 years ago. Well, now 11 years ago. Gosh, we're getting old. But nevertheless, it's great to see him get that opportunity. And I'm interested to see if Seth Rollins potentially turns heel in this match.
That's what I'm thinking.
Aligns with Paul Heyman coming out of this. So a lot of questions to be answered, a lot of speculation going down. And not just night one, Jack. What are we looking forward to the most on night 2?
Night 2 is going to be something. I mean, I'm not going to get into the big ones first, but let's start with one of my most anticipated matches. Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky and Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley are both so physically talented. I mean, we've seen Rhea Ripley go through the talented roster. We've seen her bully Nia Jax. And Nia Jax has been known to not only injure opponents, but bully the entire roster. I mean,
it's been her style ever since she came up in 2016.
Exactly. But I'm not just going to count on Io Sky. We've seen how Io Sky is in the ring. I mean, she could be all over the place. I mean, we've seen her off the top rope. She's agile. She's so athletic.
We've seen her off the top of cages with garbage cans in particular. War games.
Exactly. I mean, what a match that was.
That'll be very incredible. 3 of the best workers, and especially with the dynamic they have too. You have the power dominance versus the small high flyer. I'm really excited for that. What else can we look forward to?
The next one we're looking forward to is a fatal 4-way, actually, which involves Finn Balor, Braun Breaker, Dominic Mysterio, and Penta. This match should be interesting because not only do you have someone new to the spotlight being Penta, you have a veteran like Finn Balor, and you have one of the most, I think, probably best heels in the business right now, Dominic Mysterio, versus one of the most dominant wrestlers I've seen as of right now, Braun Breaker. I mean, we all saw how he basically put Speed into a coma during the Royal Rumble. I mean, that was trending on Twitter for how long?
Yeah, and then
3 days?
Yeah, and then the spear on Carlito this past Raw. Breaker, he's got that physical talent. He played Division I college football too.
Exactly, and you got that veteran-like talent from Finn Balor, who personally I would love to see win this match. But you also have Dominic Mysterio and Penta. But again, I got to give Finn Balor this one. But
I think it's going to be Dominic. I just want to see how the crowd reacts if he wins the belt.
But the big one itself, Cody Rhodes versus John Cena. Something I would never, ever see in history. But fans were treated to one of the biggest, I think, heel turns of all of WWE history.
Biggest one since WCW with Hogan in '96.
John Cena is heel. Now, if a lot of people don't understand this, John Cena going heel is huge. John Cena has been the baby face of the business for so long.
He's been the face of the business for 20 years.
He's been the face of the business for years. But now you add in The Rock into this equation, who, again, we all thought he wanted Cody to be his champion. But you bring out Travis Scott with you, and then you bring out John Cena, no one expected it to happen. And now we're looking at all these scenarios of what happens if John does win this? How could that shape the future of the WWE? Could we be looking at an authority type match at the next WrestleMania or an event down the road?
Please no.
But
please don't bring that back.
This WrestleMania should be different. I think, again, this WrestleMania is going to be so different and unique from the others. Just because of the sheer storylines, not even now, but with before WrestleMania, within the events. I mean, who knows? Will Seth Rollins be a Paul Heyman guy? What will happen with John wins? And what's going to happen if, imagine, like you said, what happens if Dominic's going to win?
Absolutely. There are a lot of questions to be answered. And, the most shocking thing about this is that, John Cena's phrase, "You can't see me." I'm looking at this graphic.
You can see him.
You can see him.
You can see him, yeah. Now it gets crazy. Now we can see him. But this WrestleMania stands out to me, despite having mixed reactions, not only because Cody versus Cena, but because of the storylines leading up to it. Will Cena come on top? What is Paul Heyman's fate after WrestleMania? Who will be in the prime bottle? The scenarios are limitless, and we will find out this weekend. For Nate Johns, I'm Jack Danetz, and good night from us here at Penn State Sports Night.
Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For more content like this and so much more, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and X. For everyone here at Penn State Sports Night,
We are
Penn State Sports Night.